I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer, Mr. Scott.
Man, listen.
I don't.
I didn't do nothing to nobody, man. Then I called around, somebody said somebody been shot.
Yeah, something bad happened at that house on West 49th on December 23rd, Mr. Scott.
This video contains the interview of a man who ended up not only murdering a man who owed him money, but shot the person's girlfriend and dog as well. In December 2019, 51-year-old Osby Scott found himself in serious financial difficulties. He had lost nearly everything he had at the casino and still needed money to pay off his debt. As a drug dealer, he had several people who owed him money, and he was desperate to collect. One such customer, Dillard Kennedy, used to work with Scott. Scott knew when Kennedy would be paid and went to Kennedy's apartment to get the $200 he was owed. When he arrived, Kennedy told Scott he didn't have the money. The two men fought, and Scott shot Kennedy, who died a short time later. While Kennedy was down, Scott went back to the bedroom where Kennedy's girlfriend, Heather Cowthamel, and her dog, Porkchop, had been waiting for Kennedy. Scott shot Cowthamel, and the bullet went through her leg and struck the dog. Instead of finishing her off, Scott fled and was apprehended a few days later.
Mr. Scott? I'll shake your right hand, but I'll shake your left hand. I'm Detective Levin.
How you doing, sir? Detective Lewis. All right. First of all, I want to thank you for doing everything that we asked you to do up there.
Oh, no problem, man.
I
I'm
don't
not a
want
killer, bro.
Listen, man, I don't want to hurt nobody either, so I really appreciate that. All right. So we'll start there.
Mr. Scott, just going to start getting some background information from you. Basically, all that is like your name, your date of birth, and stuff like that. Okay?
Osby Scott.
OSBY?
Yes, sir.
You have a middle initial?
C.
Mr. Scott, how old are you?
51.
And what's your date of birth?
12/16/68.
And what's your current home address?
I'm in between homes right now, man.
Well, what's your last residence?
35, 83, East 140th Street.
What was that?
East 140th Street.
9583?
3583.
And what about a cell phone number for you?
I don't have my cell phone right now.
What was your last cell phone number?
The last cell phone number was fuck. There's a little flip phone. It was
Number?
hold on.
She just said it. She's recording Dre.
That's right. All right, so Mr. Scott, I'm going to advise you of your Miranda rights, okay? And this is to protect you as well as us. Everything's being audio and video recorded, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court. You have the right to counsel with the lawyer before answering any questions. And they'll have a lawyer with you during any question. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you at no cost by the courts. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Scott, you know why you're here?
Man, something went on over at that freaking house on the west side, and I'm thinking your guys looking for me because they done OD'd or something. And then I called around, somebody said somebody been shot.
Yeah, something bad happened at that house on West 49th on December 23rd, Mr. Scott. And here's the thing is, we have one person that was killed, one person that was injured, okay?
After getting some basic information, the detective leads right into the heart of the case. They have enough evidence against Scott to be confident that he is the killer, so they can skip the step of pretending he isn't involved. If you haven't yet, check out my Patreon page for both exclusive and ad-free videos, like this one, The Interrogation of Tasha Thomas. This case will give you a glimpse at what happens when good people get tangled in horrible events. Watch that and many more at patreon.com YouTube.com/StrangerStoriesPlus.
And we have, substantial amounts of video actually from that street. There's so many homes have surveillance systems now. We also have surveillance system from West 47th Street,
All the way up.
okay, on the next street over by the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
We have video from multiple places over there. So we know something bad happened inside of that apartment. What exactly happened, we don't know. I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer, Mr. Scott.
Man, listen.
I don't.
I didn't do nothing to nobody, man. I went there to talk to them and say, "Where's my money?" Boom. Before I came upstairs, somebody was already up there arguing with them folks. Okay. Then I hear, "Bow." I went back through the field and got him and got to walking. See what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about nothing, man. But I'm thinking there's somebody that OD'd over.
What do they call you on the street?
They call me no.
They call you no?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
All right. So, again, Mr. Scott, here's the thing. You don't come across to me as a cold-blooded killer.
Man, I ain't doing nothing.
Something bad happened up in there. Here's the issue what we got to get past and we got to get out in front of. Is there's two sides to every story, right? And somewhere in the middle is the truth.
Yeah.
Somewhere in here. That's what we're trying to get to. Something happened up in there. And now the problem is this, again, one person is deceased, one person isn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
And the dog got shot.
And the dog got shot too.
You know Pork Chop, right?
Yeah, no, I tell you, I'm quite sure you looked through her phone. I used to work with the guy.
Right.
I used to front him though,
So, Mr. Scott, let me ask you a question.
and that was it.
I don't know what the argument was about. What I can say is that based on the testimony of the surviving victim, based on the surveillance video from the surrounding areas, we'd really like to know what bad took place up in there. Something bad happened.
Man, all I know is I heard some arguments.
So did you walk to get to the apartment? Which way did you come?
Dude, I came through the street. I mean, through the field right there.
From 47th?
Yeah. 'Cause I usually meet them at the convenience store to give them their shit.
What shit?
They do hair around, man. You know all of that, man. Come on.
Well,
You know
look,
everything,
listen.
man. I'm talking about, you know
We're
they
not the
junkies,
dope
man.
police. Yeah,
You know they junkies,
Yeah,
man.
I get it.
And then for anybody to say that I did anything to them besides talk to them, they did fucking wrong, man. They did fucking wrong. You don't owe me number 600 fucking bucks. I used to work with your man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this: what kind of car did you have? What car were you driving that night?
I don't have a car. I have a green Tahoe.
Yeah. Is that what you were driving that night?
No, I didn't get drove over there.
How'd you get there?
I was over on 73rd, over there by Clark Bar. Boom, I was waiting for a ride to come get me. So I said, no, let me go stomp over here and ask these people about my money.
Uh-huh.
I went over there and asked them about my money. Tried to go ask them about my money. That's what my whole purpose was.
So let me just stop you for 1 second, okay? Here's the thing, Mr. Scott. Again, I can't impress upon you the importance of just telling us what happened, and this is why. Is already you've locked her into this here. You're at 73rd. You walked to their place. You walked past their street to 47th to go down 47th to cut back through a field to get to their apartment.
Okay.
Okay, I mean that
I sell dope.
kind of goes
I don't
against
wanna be
logic.
seen.
You know what I mean?
I sell dope. I don't want to be seen. That's
But
as simple as that.
again, remember what I said about all the video on those houses around there?
I know you got video on no house
So,
around there. I ain't listen, man. You ain't seen me doing you don't see me brandish no gun or nothing, man, on
No,
no video.
you're
man.
absolutely right. All
You don't
that
see
happened.
none of that, man.
You're absolutely right.
So you
Because
kill all
of
that, man.
happened-
I did not
All of that happened up inside of the apartment.
do nothing to nobody, man.
But see, here's the thing. I mean, we've got you on video walking to the apartment. We've got you on video coming out of the field after the incident took place, almost getting bit by a dog.
Exactly.
Getting into the,
Exactly.
Getting
Exactly.
getting into the Tahoe, driving away.
I didn't
down
get
the
in no
street.
Tahoe, man. See, that's a lie. And you lying.
When you got into an SUV and you got into the driver's seat of it and you drove away, because we've got you on video.
Okay, you got me on video
Now,
with that,
here's
man,
the
but you don't
question.
got me on video shooting nobody or nothing, man. I ain't did nothing to nobody,
No,
man.
but
When I called
here-
around and found out that a man got shot, I'm saying, oh my God, man, they
Here-
gonna put this shit on me.
Why would a person that knows you and has known you for a while say it was you if it wasn't you?
Because listen, they owe about, come to find out, they've been owing me $600 for like 3 months. Come to find out, they owe about 4 other different dope dudes that's been over there questioning them, threatening them, all this other shit, man. She ran off with a dope dude on Carl. And him and Carl had words and all that other shit, man. She protecting this cat, man. I know she is, man, because I ain't did nothing to neither one of them. I say, listen, I want my money, man. I say, I'm coming over here to talk to you. She first thing she don't come over talking. But when I get down there, man, when I get down to the bottom of the stairs, my dude, to go up their stairs, somebody's up there arguing with these motherfuckers already, man.
So you called her on the phone?
I called her on the phone like 4 hours or something like that before, cause I stopped over my T's house.
Whose phone is that in the truck?
That's my phone.
That's your phone.
It's not on.
It ain't no flip phone, right?
No.
You called her on the flip phone?
No, I called her on T's phone.
Who's T?
Latanya. I called her on T's phone. I stopped over T's house. Cause I said, I'm fucked up, my phone off. I lost my money in the motherfucking casino. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I called you. I said, I gotta call Carl and them. Let me use your phone. Boom. She let me use her phone. And I called the people over there. Boom. They dropped me on 73rd. I said, you coming back through, man. You gonna let me rent the car for the night? Yes. You let me rent the car for the night. That's the car you see me get in. See what I'm saying?
What kind of car was it?
It's I think it's a white Toyota truck or something like that. But anyway,
An SUV?
yeah. Right? And he's a junkie. You know what I mean? That's all I did, man. I didn't really go up there to see him.
Even though they have video footage of him leaving the apartment, Scott insists that it doesn't prove anything. He knows he is facing a possible life sentence, and he is going to do everything he can to fight it.
Because when I stayed upstairs, they arguing. They say, I hear a bunch of tussling and shit. And then I get the fuck on through the field.
So you never went in the house?
No, not at all, man. I never went in the house, man.
Did you ever see anybody come out of it?
I got the fuck on when I hear the tussling and then I hear the bop. I'm getting the fuck on. What am I standing around for? You know what I'm saying? It's another man. It's a
You're
dude
the
that
pop
drop-
in your friend's apartment.
Huh?
You're a pop in your friend's apartment.
Your
That'd be a
pop?
good. You just said you heard a pop. Gargoyle
Yeah, I'm
around?
trying to get the fuck. But listen, it's a guy driving Cadillac. It's another dude they call Mac. He be over there. You know what I'm saying? These dudes that they know already, man. That they on their phone that's calling them back
Mr.
constantly.
Scott, let me just interject for 1 second. Just take a deep breath and just get yourself together here. Now, I wasn't there again. I don't know what happened, okay? What I can say is this, is that the video evidence that we have after the shooting took place shows nobody coming out of the front of that building except the surviving victim running across yelling for help. And the video we have from 47th shows nobody coming out except you getting into that truck.
Coming out.
Yeah, coming through that field. Out on the 47th.
man. That's
I mean,
impossible,
that's,
bro.
well, that,
When I
that's
got- when I
not
got there-
possible.
When I got there, somebody was up there arguing with them folks already, man. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I don't have.
Well, we'll ask her about it. What did it sound like? White guy, black guy, what?
It just was. All I heard, Colonel, well, I ain't got your money, man. I used to work with this fucking cat, man. What the fuck, oh my God, man. I used to work with these guys, man. Actually,
So then you went to the casino after that?
No.
When did you go to the casino?
I got cracked at the casino like 2 days before that. That's why I'm going around trying to get my money from
You didn't go
everybody.
to the casino that night? Or the next morning?
No.
Sure about that?
About 4:30 in the morning.
Did I go to the casino?
Mm-hmm.
That night?
Yeah. About 4:30.
Which casino I went to?
Jack.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Did I go to the casino? I don't know. If I got popped, I don't know. Once I said shit, they into some other shit. I say, man, I ain't gonna get my money. I probably did go to the casino.
Did you know that we were looking for you?
Yeah. But at first, I thought somebody had OD'd off some fentanyl.
Why did if now you're saying that you're a witness to something?
I'm not a witness
Well,
to nothing.
not
man.
you didn't
All-
see it, but
I
you
ain't
heard a
see
gun
shit.
go off,
I
and
ain't
you
see
know
shit.
that we're after you. Why wouldn't you have called us to say, "Hey, man, I know I got a story for you, but it wasn't me."
Man, listen, I don't want to be part of none of this shit, man. I didn't want to be a part of none of it. None of it.
Yeah.
Not a fucking drop of it, man.
Here
You know
it
what I'm
is
saying?
now.
'Cause when I heard that somebody had,
But you knew we were looking for you.
yeah, man, I'm talking about shit. I'm like, damn, they probably trying to put this shit on me. I don't know, man. I'm talking about,
We don't put anything on anyone, just so you know,
okay.
because we don't. You know,
Okay.
we got no skin in the game. I just want to know the truth.
The truth is, I did not shoot nobody. Bottom line.
You did not shoot nobody.
Shoot nobody,
And-
punch
and the
nobody,
truth is-
kick nobody, pinch
And
nobody,
the truth
stab
is
nobody.
that you walked down there from the bar on 73rd.
I walked from 73rd and Clark over there. I had a ride coming to get me over there, meet me over there. I was
Okay.
going to
And the
rent
truth
his-
is that you got chased by the dog.
Yep.
And the truth is that you went exactly from getting chased by the dog and got into an SUV that just was sitting over there into the driver's seat and drove away.
I told dude to meet me over there. You know what I'm saying? If you going
Who's the dude?
they call him Ray, man. They call him Electric Ray. You fix on houses and shit, man.
The electric ray was in the car?
Yes. He had to be. He bought the car there to me.
Was he in it when you left in it?
Yeah.
Was he driving? Or were you
No,
driving?
I drove.
So Electric Ray brought the car over there and parked on the wrong street.
No, he didn't park on the road. He parked on the street. I told him to park on, man.
Why did you tell him to park on that street?
Because I don't want him to know them or none of that shit.
Scott gives a convoluted story about how he arrived at the apartment that contradicts the video. It also doesn't explain why he was the only one seen leaving the building after the shooting.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
That
That ain't
makes
his
sense.
business. That ain't his business.
That makes sense.
And I'm fronting him here around. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how did you know exactly where he'd be parked?
I can see the car, man. I told him park on 47. I can see the car.
I mean, 47th goes a long way.
Come on, man. You still trying to do that twist shit, man. It's
I'm
not-
not-
it's-
nobody's
if-
trying to
if-
trick you.
no,
Mr.
no,
Scott,
listen.
we're not
If I'm
twisting.
doing business, man, I conduct the business the way I want it to be conducted. If I want that person to park in a certain spot, man, I want him to park in
And
a
I
certain
respect
spot.
that.
That's why I
So-
told him to park. I say park by the field.
Let me ask you this. Do you understand? Do you know what touch DNA is?
Yep.
Yeah, right? Back when you and I were kids, you watched a show in DNA, you needed a gallon of spit to get a DNA match now. Now
You gonna find my DNA through that apartment because I went over there frequently and fuck with her. I told you I work with the man.
I understand that.
Okay, now.
Hang on. Let me finish. Why would we find your DNA on the doorknobs to that apartment?
I just told you.
Yeah. But
No,
you
if
gotta-
I open the door after you and you say you haven't been there in a minute, right? When was the last time you were over there?
About a month and a half ago, but you cannot say you
All right.
found some touch DNA for me, man, because I haven't been up there. I haven't been up them stairs.
You know how accurate that stuff is, right?
Nigga, I don't care. Run it.
Okay.
Run it. I
And
don't give
we
a
did.
fuck. Run
That's
it.
what I'm
And
trying to tell
You ain't
you.
got my shit. I know you ain't got my shit because I ain't been there.
Okay.
I haven't been there. I know you ain't got my shit. You
All right.
know what I'm saying?
So on the
Heather's-
bedroom door,
Heather's
not
lying.
on Huh?
Heather's lying to us.
Man, Heather is lying. Man, listen, Heather,
What's she got against you?
listen, what she got against me, because she knows she has to tell her dope man that she be fucking with that a story about, cause what she does, she gets credit while Carl's at work. And Carl had to end up motherfucking paying these guys. Heather is a sneaky, slimy bitch, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I'm saying she done got called into so much shit with dudes. While he's at work, she's triggered. Her and Matt's wife. Matt's wife does heroin too.
So if it was someone else that shot her, why wouldn't she just tell us that? What's the difference between
maybe
dope
she
boys and
fucking
she
him.
owes?
Maybe she fucking the dude or she know the dude. I don't know, man. But I'm saying I did not do none of this, man. I'm telling you, man.
So, Mr. Scott, let me ask you a question.
This bitch putting this shit on me, man. This shit killing me, man.
When she says she was laying down in bed watching a movie, and here's a knock on the door, and she goes to the kitchen and asks who it is. And the voice on the other side says it's no. So she calls Carl, says, "Hey, Cortez is here." She goes back into the bedroom with pork chop because she's dressed in her night clothes and closes the door. And she knows your voice because you've been there. And
Man, I used to work with the guy, man.
And so she knew who it was, and she comes in and she hears you two arguing, and it's exactly what you said it was about money. You want your money, and
I said
she
that on
yells
the
out-
phone.
She yells out and asks you to leave the house. Next thing she knows, there's a pop. Next thing that happens is her bedroom door gets kicked in, and she's staring at you while she's holding her dog, and you point a gun at her and pull the trigger. Now, when she gets onto a stand and gives that kind of a testimony, Mr. Scott, which seems completely unprovoked, and that coupled with the forensic and video evidence, along with your own admission that you were there, you gotta get out in front of this, my man.
Man, I'm out in front of him. I told you what I said, man. That's it, man. I ain't saying nothing. That's some bullshit for this bitch to sit there and lie on me like that, man. That's some hurtful shit. I ain't did shit to this motherfucking woman, man. I ain't did a damn thing to this woman, man.
So you understand that?
Cause I'm the next man. I guess I'm the next motherfucker they owe, man.
You get the video, but the video evidence shows nobody else going there, shows nobody else leaving there, Mr. Scott, except you.
Man, listen, I don't know how
You're
they
the only one.
Mm-mm-mm.
So if something bad happened up in there and things got out of control, so be it. So be it. But you got to get out in front of this, because I'm telling you, if you go in with this story, people are going to look at you just as some kind of cold-blooded, ruthless killer.
Man, listen.
And that's how they're going to see you. I don't think that's you.
Man, it's not me. I didn't go up them stairs and do nothing to them people, man. I didn't do nothing to them people, man. I ain't doing. I wonder why this bitch lying on me like this, man. This shit is killing me, man. This shit is fucking me around. And then her and motherfucking Matt's girl don't like me anyway. Cause me and Matt girl done got into it with the arguments and shit like that, man. These some conniving ass motherfucking country bitches, man. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whose girl? Matt's girl?
Matt's girl and her, man, they be tricking, man, while even they dudes at work, man.
I don't think.
I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers
Who's
got
Matt?
somebody.
Have we heard of the Matt?
Matt is Carl's partner that worked for DK&R, man. Matt girl and his girl, man, it be on some snake shit all the time, man. Listen. Oh my God, man. The only video you got for me is walking from in the field and back through the field, man. That's it. You don't see me doing nothing to nothing, man.
Well, you didn't actually go through the field when you went to the apartment.
Oh my God.
You came down 49th because we've got you on video.
You went up the store from 47th, the truck. Then you turned left on Store. You cut through the mechanics parking lot over there. Then you went down 49th.
That's all you got me doing is walking through the field and
And we
going.
got you going to the house.
And leaving, and nobody else.
And
Ain't nobody else, man.
and then
There
coming back
is
out.
somebody else in the fucking house, man. I'm telling you.
Let me
man.
ask you this. You've been there before, right?
Yes.
You've been there before in the Tahoe?
Yes.
Where do you park the Tahoe before when you were there? Because we have video of that too.
I park. Sometimes I park it on the street. Sometimes I park it on the next street. Sometimes I walk over
You
there.
park it
In the driveway.
Look, every time that we've seen, you park it in the driveway or in a parking space right out in front of that house. And the reason is because you're afraid you don't want somebody to steal your shit. Right?
My truck, yeah.
Yeah. So why on this night, the night that some dude
Somebody
gets killed,
else's truck.
that we're over on 47th Street?
Okay.
What's the difference? Why? I mean,
the
plenty of parking out in front of that house.
The difference is I don't want to be motherfucking this dude be seen over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just going. I'm trying to sneak up on him and see who the fuck is selling them dope. If you got video, you didn't see me sit over there before and sit up there and just watch him and see who's selling them dope. And see if I know the nigga, bro, so I can tell him, say, listen, man, these folks owe a lot of people, man. And holler at him. But these cats, man, they got other people coming up there to fuck with them, man. I did not do nothing to that bitch. She talking about, man, listen, I've been trying to.
Do you own any guns?
No.
Have you ever owned any guns?
Not at all.
If I showed you a picture of a gun that you had, that would be what? I doctored the picture?
What?
A little tiny, looks like a little Glock maybe? A little 26?
Glock.
A 320? I don't know.
Little gun.
A little gun in your hand.
I don't have no guns, man. I don't have a
Never
gun.
touch a gun.
I do not have a gun.
So if I got a picture of you holding the gun,
Yeah, you got
that
a
wouldn't be
picture of me
yours?
holding a gun.
huh?
If you got a picture of me holding a gun, you got a picture of me holding a gun.
But it's not yours.
I don't have a gun.
Have you ever had a gun?
No, sir.
Have you ever tried to sell a gun?
No, sir.
Have you ever given a gun to anybody for home protection
No,
because you were worried about them?
no,
Because they promised that they were going to try to buy the gun from you?
no.
None of that happened? Okay. Fair enough.
I don't even, you know what, Mr. Scott, I don't think you meant to shoot Carl. I don't.
Shoot, Carl.
I think it was an accident, and you panicked after the fact.
I didn't
And
shoot
you didn't
Carl,
know what to
man.
do.
I didn't shoot
Because you knew
Carl. I
that
didn't
Heather-
shoot nobody. Didn't shoot
Because
her.
you knew that Heather knew who you were.
Man, I did not shoot.
And the fact that you left without making sure Heather was gone shows me that none of this was planned. That it was a sure panic moment. You're not a cold-blooded killer, because if you were, you would have made sure that there were no witnesses left.
While it is possible that Scott only meant to use the gun as intimidation, the fact that he parked in an unusual spot makes that less likely to be the case. As for leaving Crothamel alive, he may have just panicked because she didn't go down as quickly as Kennedy, and someone may have heard the shots.
You didn't do that.
Man, I'm not a cold-blooded killer, man.
I know you're not. I've sat across from cold-blooded killers,
Huh.
and you're not one of them.
They look right through you when they look at you.
Yeah, listen.
Things went bad, Carl. Mr. Scott. I don't know exactly what happened, and there's not a doubt in my mind that you didn't mean to shoot Carl. There's not a doubt in my mind that you were there maybe trying to get the money that they owed you, and they owed you money. I mean, they're living on the streets. And again, I've been doing this 24 years. He's been doing it 26, 27 years. We get it when they owe you on the streets. And that's a chance they take when they're getting this shit on credit. That eventually they're going to have to pay it back. I think that things just got out of hand.
Or
There's no doubt in my mind.
that's his version. My version is that you knew you were going to go over there to rob him. You parked on the other side of the street. You walked around there. Maybe Rob got bad. Something went bad. But you knew that you were going to not park in front of that house because you knew what was going to go down in the house. That's my version. That makes it premeditated. So when we present this to a prosecutor, No, maybe my version wins, maybe his version wins. But that's a roll of the dice that you're in control of right now. If something happened in that house that caused you to defend yourself, if something happened in that house that was accidental, then that's something that we need to know about. Because right now, I'm looking you square in the eye and I'm telling you, you knew what was going to go on down there because you parked that car on the other side of the street, on the other street, you walked down 49th, and then you went through the cut after those folks got shot. And you went to the truck. The dog almost got you, which you admitted. You got in the driver's seat of that truck and you drove away.
That's right.
Right? So if something happened in that house that could tend to justify, if not legally in your mind.
If something happened in that house to justify, man, the charge is gonna be the same. You guys ain't gonna.
They ain't gonna be the same.
Mr. Scott, no, it's not. You gotta
Aggravated murder is
No, it's
premeditated.
not.
That means you went
It's
there
not.
knowing that you were gonna do what you did.
I think you parked down the other street just so they wouldn't know that you were coming over. And you were there, you just wanted to surprise them to get your money. Because they know the sound of
His
your
boss
truck.
told me he got paid. Derek told me he got paid. Derek said, I paid them guys. Go get your money. That's the reason why I came through the freaking field, man. I ain't want them to say, oh, I ain't got money.
You didn't come through the field though.
I'm saying that's the reason why I parked. I had to park on the other side.
Alright, so if you parked on that side, why wouldn't you have walked through the field to get to the house?
Because I'm scared to go through the field because it's so damn much mud.
It is a lot of mud. Man. I
Yeah,
was
it was
sinking in that
nasty.
shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking sinking
It
mud.
was horrible.
You know what I'm saying? So I walked around. You right? Walked around, walked in, and I said, I say something to them, man. Go up the stairs, and I'm telling you, man, it's another.
Mr. Scott, hold on. Let's just get rid of that story, okay?
Again, it's just not true.
It's not true.
We've watched it.
Right.
There's all kinds of video. Like nobody went up in that house.
And I don't think you were the killer. I don't think it was premeditated. I don't. And that's going to be the huge factor here.
No,
You
sir,
gotta
it
understand.
wasn't premeditated, man.
Tell us what happened, Mr. Scott.
The real man.
Yeah.
On the real. I mean, we're all men here.
And listen, I went up there to talk to Carl. Carl's sitting there with the little pistol, like I'm finna fucking attack him or something. I asked Carl for my bread. I said, we get to arguing. I said, man, listen here, man, I don't play you like that. I bring you food and all that shit when you're somewhere. You know what I'm saying? When you broke and you fucked up, man, I'll make a way to bring you shit. Then Heather bring her smart mouth out there and I tell her, Heather, stop, man. Carl would get up with motherfucking pistol in his hand, we tussle and it goes off, man. I don't know.
So what about?
I didn't have a gun. Carl had the fucking gun. That's the honest God's truth. Carl had the fucking gun. I went to slap Heather and me and Carl got the tussle and it went off. And she lied and told you guys when it came in there shooting at her, I didn't come in there shooting. Carl had the fucking gun. See what I'm saying? We got the tussle and Carl shot that shit. The gun went off, man. I didn't go in there to hurt no fucking body. She tell you that. She told you we was in there arguing. And she told me to get out.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? I went, and then my Carl got up with the mother, got tussle and he shot. And the shit went off. I ain't kill nobody, man. I ain't go over there no tension stuff shoot nobody, man.
How did she get shot?
I ran out the house with a fucking gun, man.
Huh?
What'd you do with the gun?
The gun threw the bitch
Where at?
in the fucking lake, man. So the gun went off, man. I think she probably got shot when we was tussling with the gun. I don't know, man. I don't know, this shit happened so fucking fast up in there, man. I go to ask them about my fucking money, man. They get to tussling with me, and next thing you know, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up for life. I'm going to prison for life.
No, I don't think so. Mr. Scott.
Man, come on, detective, man. Prosecutors gonna grind me up, man. I'm going to prison for life, man.
Well, we're gonna listen to me.
So
I'm giving you my
so-
word. I'm giving you my word as a man, and really, I mean, that's all we have. One woman.
Come on, man.
Listen, and we're gonna re-interview Heather, and we're gonna press her.
Man, Heather gonna be lying, man. That's a lying bitch, man. I'm up there talking
Where-
to her about money.
How many times did the gun go off?
I think 2 times.
2 times?
Cause the first time Carl was like this.
Where were you at?
We in the front room.
Okay.
We in the front room. We like this.
What happened?
I think Heather, I don't know, man, this shit happened so fucking fast, bro. All I know is I'm trying to get this man from pointing this fucking gun at me.
What happened after the gun went off?
I grabbed the bitch and ran out the house.
Okay. Any idea how the second round went off?
In the bedroom?
I don't know, man. That shit happened so quick, man. All I know is she opened up the door. What the fuck are y'all guys? Or something like that, and pow, pow. I see Carl do like this, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see her like, you shot me. I'm like, I didn't, man. This shit is crazy.
She got shot in the bedroom.
She got shot in the bedroom.
She was in the bedroom when she got shot. We know that for a fact.
But me and Carl tussling in the front room.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. So, like, here's the front room, right?
Yeah, I know that front
The
room.
kitchen, and then you have the bedroom here, right? Right, is that pretty
Me and
accurate?
Carl tussling by the
So-
TV.
Right, and the TV was like right here,
Me and Carl
by the
tussling.
door.
So she had to be.
So, but
like,
then here's the thing. This one piece of evidence is over here, one piece of evidence is over here. We're trying to figure out how she got shot in the bedroom.
I'm talking about we was tussling by the TV because when she said what she said, I said, bitch, Carl come towards me because we by the bedroom door. Like right here.
Okay.
So she got shot in the bedroom, the door open, she gets shot because we right there by the TV.
Okay. That makes
But
sense.
the thing is,
You're
man,
by the door.
I'm going down for life for this shit, man. Man, it's taking me too much.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mr. Scott,
Done, man.
that you know, I don't know what your criminal history is. I'm being honest with you. I haven't
got
looked
out
at
of
it.
prison for doing 13 years back in 2013
For what?
for ag burglary or something like that. Man, that's when I was
Yeah, 13 years for Agberg.
Yeah, man, it was in Warren, Ohio. It was so much, and it was an elderly person involved. So
Oh, okay.
I'm you know how they run
They had
that.
all them specs on it.
But the thing is, man, I'm so relieved that this shit is over with, man,
I could see it in your face right now.
cause it's.
Do you want some more coffee?
Man, it's been so fucking traumatic to me, man.
It's amazing how Scott can kill a man, shoot a woman and her dog, and still be able to think that he is the one having a traumatic experience.
I can't even imagine.
It's been so traumatic, man, cause I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. I didn't mean for none of this shit to happen, man. You can see my family involved, man. This shit crazy.
Do you have cream and sugar in it?
What?
Do you have cream and sugar in it?
Was that cream and sugar in it?
Yeah,
Or would you,
man.
you want coffee or water?
Done, man. I'll put some fucking junkie look on
Listen.
my body, man. Come on, man. This shit ain't right, dog. Stop, right?
Where's the Tahoe at?
I sold the towel.
You did? Alright.
Man, this is so fucking. How y'all know I was at the car lot? The tire.
I could, no. We didn't even talk to her. We didn't even talk to her.
How the fuck you know I was at the car lot?
Trade secrets.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, she
I don't wanna-
told y'all.
No, she didn't. Look, man, I'm looking you in the eye, telling you I have not talked to her at all, ever.
Oh, y'all's on
We
my
know about her.
Oh, y'all's on my Facebook page, yeah.
Maybe.
Shit, man, this shit is going done, man. Y'all gonna still keep this shit as fuck.
Been out on South Avenue,
South.
Maple.
I ain't been out there.
We've been out there.
I haven't been there.
I know, but
I don't go there. I go there to fuck the bitch and get the fuck on, man. I'm done, man. This shit gonna stay premeditated murder up there.
that's why I said that.
It's gonna stay.
Because if there's something else to it,
There's nothing else to it, man. Me and the man get to tussling with the gun, man.
and you didn't bring that gun there.
No, I didn't. Carl had his own fucking gun, man. Heather,
Well, where's that at?
that gun, that, I threw it.
Why?
Shit. So I got shit with the bitch. I don't care about the gun. That's
Right.
some tissue, man, blow my nose.
Yes, sir.
I'm dead, man. That's my life.
So what's going to happen? Listen,
It's life, man. I'm gone.
that's going to depend on two things. It's going to depend on your record, which we have. I don't know what it is. We haven't
I
seen
got
it.
life, man. I got life, man. That's simple. I got life in jail. For going up there and trying to be a friend to somebody. I got life.
You say he owed you $600?
$600 and he's supposed to only give me $200.
He's supposed to give you $2.
And he told me he didn't have it. And I started getting some arm off.
When was the last time you guys worked together?
Last summer.
Last summer? Did you, after that night, did you go over to Buckeye? 119th over there? No? Okay.
Mr. Scott, do you have any questions for us?
It's gonna stay premeditated, man. I'm still one of life.
I don't think so.
Well, what's going to
It
happen?
won't be murder, man. It ain't no different. Murder is murder, sir.
Well, you're going to be charged on the warrant, okay? We have to do that. We have to charge you on the warrant, and that'll be tomorrow.
I'm not gonna get no accident on my side. I'm not gonna get nothing like that, man.
We can't sit here and say that. Okay.
I can't. I know what it's gonna say, man. It's gonna say straight up murder, man. I'm dead, man.
You
My
know,
life is
that's going to
over.
be up to a grand jury.
Man, you know how
And
the
then-
grand jury does in Kyle, man. Come on, man. There's no hope.
You know the real.
Scott knows that he faces being charged with murder and that getting that reduced isn't going to be an option.
The real stuff takes place after the indictment. You're aware of that. It takes place with the defense attorneys in the prosecutor's office.
Man,
I
I'm
mean-
scorched.
I will sit here man to man and say that I appreciate
That's not going to
you being honest.
I appreciate
Well, it
you.
does go away because here's the thing. You know, I mean, we're all about the same age in this room, and either on one side or the other side, we've been involved with the system a lot of years. So you do understand that courts take into consideration people that show remorse. And there's not a doubt in my mind that you didn't mean for
Man,
that to happen.
this shit is so bizarre, man.
How'd you end up at the car lot?
I had previously invested. That's why I was broke. I was previously took one little couple grand I had left, invested it in some cars to start a sale, and you know, just got the cars fixed to the point where we put them on the lot and sell them. And
That little black one was one of those cars?
that's my car.
That's your car? Because you gave them a down payment for that car.
No, I bought the car from the auction. I'm trying to flip the car so I can make some money and get me another apartment, cause I done fucked up at the casino and lost all my fucking money. I can't pay my damn bills, so I'm out my little fucking efficiency or wherever the fuck I be staying at when I stay. You know, I'm done, man.
All right.
Carl motherfucking didn't deserve.
Ask him about this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the pre-book machine.
Okay.
I'll call radio.
All right. So there's two things that we'd like for you to do voluntarily. One is the cell phone that's in the car. We want to get the cell phone and take a look at what's in the contents of the cell phone. In order for us to do that, there's two ways we can do that. We can get a search warrant to do that, or you can just give us a consent to search the cell phone right now. And that's completely up to you. Either way, we're good with it. It just goes into that cooperation thing. What the prosecutor's going to hear from me is that you were a gentleman up on that scene. I think you could tell by the tone of my voice and the look of my eyes that I was not happy to be there by myself with somebody that, you know, I think is a suspected murderer. And I really sincerely appreciate you doing everything that I told you to do. All right? So the prosecutor's going to hear that story. The prosecutor's going to see this interview. You know, we're looking for a consent search for the phone, and also we're going to take a DNA sample with the swabs here today, or we can come back and do it down in jail after we get a search warrant. Again, it's going to get done. It's just whether we have to go through the motions in court, or if you're going to voluntarily let us do that.
Let's get down the road, man, because I'm fucked up for life anyway.
No.
I'm done for life. All from an accident.
All from your what?
All from a simple accident. A little accident.
What's the correct spelling of your name again, please? Osby? Huh?
Yes.
Your last name?
It's good.
The interview is winding down as Scott becomes more despondent and withdrawn. He has no interest in answering any questions now that his thoughts are occupied by concerns for his own fate. Osby Scott was convicted of aggravated murder, attempted murder, aggravated burglary, felonious assault, and other charges in the shooting. A jury acquitted him of a felony charge of cruelty against a companion animal. Scott was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after he has served 31 years. That's the end of today's video. If you liked what you watched and want to support the channel, hit the like button and check out my Patreon link in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.